Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Virtual Aussie Motorsport Network, and welcome back to Bathurst. We're here today for the big one, and it should be awesome. Now, I don't have Chook here with me today, unfortunately. We're hoping he would, but that's right. And we've got a pretty decent sized grid, couple new graphics, and I'm very much looking forward to today. We're about to begin shortly. We'll just go through our stuff. See there, 11 AM start. Now there is a 20-minute delay. We're just waiting on a few people. 3-hour race ahead of us. 81 laps the drivers have to tackle. Be interesting to see how they go. The driver standings getting into this one look very different. The end of this round or race, sorry. Team standings. After today's race, we have a nice little surprise. Which yeah, you'll have to stay tuned for. But waiting for the boys going. Check actually, make sure they're all good. And we've also got a few other things going on throughout the day. Check out. Which good. I believe the drivers might just be doing their debriefing, final debriefing moment. So we've got pretty much all the hard hitters here, as well as a few good. So we finally got Eyeball here today, which is, we don't have Aussie with us. Very unfortunate. All right, but we've got most of your heavy hitters. And there's 7 cars out there. One thing we're waiting for at least a clean start. Race to go on. Only a few people. Hopefully they are being told to watch themselves and keep it clean. There's no need for a long race. There's no be a hero on the first lap, 2 laps. All about managing yourself, guys, and your fuel. 2 stops the boys have to make. Would be good. And like we're about to get underway. The car's up. Did have NWR Apex, and the cars are revving up. They're ready to get going here for the Bathurst 500. And we're away. It looks like NWR Apex is between the NWR guys. They've gotten off to a pretty decent start, but Apex gets the better of Sabotage, who does a crisscross. It looks like Haymaker's run a bit wide there as they go up towards the mountain for the first time of 81 times. Afternoon, and NWR Sabotage, he's got the run. Can he make the move stick though on the NWR Apex Commodore? Apex, and there's actually contact between the leaders on the opening stages, and Ryland 62 finds himself in the lead. A bit of controversy there between the two teammates, and NWR Apex is falling down the grid. He's making contact with Haymaker as well, and he's actually kind of sent Haymaker in the wall there. So NWR Apex with a horrible start his session as he sets his sights to go back up to the further grid. But Ryland 62, he's got to deal with NWR Sabotage, who's sitting all over the rear end of, and he's actually just run wide there, sorry. And that allows NWR Sabotage to cleanly get through. But now Ryland is going to be getting attacked from all angles here with Vivid, who's got NWR Apex on his rear end. And we've actually had a crash. Oh no, that's a big crash. There's a 3-car pile-up. And I imagine that's going to bring out the safety car. I was just saying, don't really want that at the early stages. And that has Oh, wrong one. That does bring out the safety car, the first safety car this afternoon. What a crash that was. 3-car pile up. What? Imagine the boys would have picked up a bit of damage. So who was involved in that? Yeah, I know Vivid was. Ryland 62 wasn't it? Looks like Vando, unfortunately, in there. So Vivid Ball 888, he looks fine so far. Good news. And as suspected, Ryland 62, he's carrying it. What is that, Vando? No, that's Vando. Vando's carrying a bit of damage. He can barely keep it on track. Unfortunate for him there. And we'll see how Ryland 62 looks. Yes, he's carrying huge amounts of damage. But that's not going to be great for those boys because extremely early. Sure, they'll have fresh tyres, but exactly what's not exactly the start they wanted. Whoa. And NWR Apex, because of that, he's found himself into. So he's going to be able to put some pressure on Sabotage after his amazing start he's had. World. The biggest shake-up, so Haymaker, he's made up 3 spots, Vivid up 1, Bando. Fortunately for him there. Great for him. But what a start that was. We had NWR Apex and NWR Sabotage make contact on the opening laps, which allowed Ryland 62 to get through to the lead. And he didn't have to do anything special either, but he got caught out in the dipper, and I was talking give the guys earlier in the Commodore, they'll talk. Commodore is just seeming bottoms out the dipper and throws you off a bit. Obviously caught Ryland 62 out there. Unfortunately for Vivid and Bando, they got caught up in his little accident. A lot of damage, and I was saying this, you don't need for a race this long, need for you to do something that early. Regardless, pack together. I don't imagine the boys are too far away each other. No, they're all pretty close. Well, that's good. Looking to get going soon. Control line, if you watched the Super 2 race last night, the control line is the Dunlop Bridge sideball here. I don't know if he just didn't make any move or if he had on there. Thought he would have actually gained a bit from happened, but obviously not. As get closer to restarting this awesome race, this long, challenging race. Test the driver's endurance and how long they can last. Sure, these two quick, but are they going to be able to last long? Question. The mid-pack battle, it's going to be quite close. Vando, he seemingly has found something over the course of the few days, and yeah, he seems to just be clicking a bit more. Especially in Super 2 last night, there was a phase in the race where he was on fire. So hopefully, he can apply a bit of pressure to help his own championship at Harvey. Here we go. Safety car lights are out. Just about to get back underway here. Sorry, wrong button. Yeah, so here we go. They're bunching up. About to restart here for the Bathurst 500. Got a sold out crowd here this afternoon, which is awesome. And we're off. NWR Sabotage. He's got the jump on Apex. An amazing restart, really. A quite even restart across the field. And it's actually pretty clean as we head up towards the mountain. Good stuff from the lads there. As they make their way up to turn 2. Looks like, despite the front two, these two back here, Haymaker and Vivid, they're going to be the ones to watch. They're currently top 2 in the championship standings at the moment. And we'll actually jump on board with Haymaker, who's actually made a bit of a mistake. Coming into the cutting and he's hit the wall. So unfortunately for Haymaker there, and Vivid picks up a spot and put himself in the top 3. I was just saying, these two are going to be the ones to watch because they are top 2 in the championship, and he's made another mistake. Big contact with the wall. Can Ryland 62 do anything with that? Look like be able to. Just we'll stay on board with Haymaker here and just see how the car's performing. He might have a bit of damage actually. By the way, this car's looking. No? Okay. Bathurst does have a tendency to do that. It'll throw you off the minute you make a mistake. And I was just about to switch cars. Can he keep it together? He does. Good save there from Haymaker, proving, showing us why he is the current championship leader. But we'll go to this top 2 battle. The enters the gap. These two, they're going to be the benchmark this afternoon, unless something happens to them. They're going to be ones to beat. They're incredibly quick. They're about 3 seconds quicker than the rest of the field. And here comes Apex. He puts his nose up the inside, but doesn't commit to anything too early. If you're doing anything risky, there's no need. Play the long game. That's all you have to do. Come up to the line, and they both set the fastest laps of the race with 2:07s. Already blistering times. Quicker times than what we've seen in qualifying from these two. Apex, he's sitting all over the rear end of Sabotage. Is he going to get a move done? Coming into turn 2, it's a tough corner to get it done. Especially on the inside line under the brakes. It's not great, and he has thought better of that. And decides to stay where he is, and Haymaker's fallen off massively to a gap. 10 meters. I'm going to convert that to time as a bit of a mistake there from Sabotage. Presents an opening for Apex to go inside, but he doesn't take it again. You can't really make a move across the top of the mountain. It's so fast paced. You have walls coming at you so quick. Such a tight section of the track. Coming down the S's. Sabotage, he's got a much better run there than Apex. Off a nice comfortable gap. So, well, let's calm down a bit while we look down the rest of the field. Haymaker, he sits a fair bit back from with the ball. Sorry about that. Eventually find himself in a 3-way battle now. Something must have happened to Ryland 62 because he was behind Haymaker before. And we might actually have a battle brewing here for 5th between Ideball and HI Vando, and Ideball's cars has definitely seen better days. Sure. HI Vando and Ideball look to maybe work together to get a move done on Haymaker. Oh, and Ryland 62's found himself in the fence there. Ideball can set up a move heading up the mountain. Keep the map open so I can see if anything's happening front 2. Doesn't look like it. And here comes Ideball. He's going to go up the inside of HI Vando. And he looks like he might even get the move done before the corner, which is exactly what you want. And he's done that. There. Good move. Good move. Probably smart for Vando just to slip in behind him. and try and work with him. Haymaker with the cutting. And he's actually not going to work with him. He's going to try and get a move done. Hideball holds the inside line nicely. Sets himself up for a good run to come across the top of the mountain down towards the S's. Oh, Bando using up as much of the track as he possibly can. A quality lap for him. But Hideball is extremely quick. He won the debut Super 2 race last night, and a bit of a mistake there. Oh, yeah, I think he might have got away. Did, so he's very lucky there. Just talking about, he is a quick fella. Matter of whether or not he can keep up the consistent pace. We are on lap 5 of 81. Still a long way to go. The winner is far from determined. Vivaball, Triple Eight. We haven't seen too much of him, sorry. But he's sitting comfortably in third right now. He's a bit back from the top two guys who are pulling away. Got a very nice gap to fourth, so he can just go on with his race. Probably find himself on the podium, which would be awesome for his, only for his own championship, for team standings as well. Because the good thing about today is all the cars out there, all different teams, so be equally distributed in the team standings. Sorry about that. And WR Sabotage and Apex paving the way, setting the example, make their way up towards the mountain. Just at blistering pace. I mean, if we can pull up the race details. We'll go race stats here. So the best lap at 2:07.3. Apex actually sitting in second. But Sabotage, he's got the top speed, 290. The Falcon is quite quick in the straight line. Remember? See there, he's got a 10-second gap to Vivaball as Apex. Seemingly is a bit quicker than Sabotage's. He can do anything though. So pose a threat to him. Unfortunately, SLR Oz, the second wildcard entry, couldn't make today. Very unfortunate, but alright, because he showed potential and showed really good pace on that Thursday night practice session. Come across the line to start lap 7. There's any battles brewing? Looks like Haymaker's actually catching the ball, so that could be interesting. Battle for 6. Stick with guys. We'll actually jump back on board with Haymaker. See us going in respective balls. So I'll go on mute. Enjoy this race lap of Bathurst. I've just realised my mic has been on mute. Great. So as I was saying, NWR Apex. He's applying too much pressure. As I was saying before, we did want to have some of the guys stream their onboards, and we're going to go in and see what they're up to, but fortunately no one's streaming it, so that's alright. We're about to Idbor as well. He's going to press on and try and catch up to Viverball. I have turned the game audio up a bit. There we go. Alright. And it looks like a battle is brewing up back here. Fourth down, really? Oh, Naymaker, he's basically drifting it into the corners. Damage is proven costly for him. And we'll have to hang on to that in a second. No, didn't work. So besides the opening stages of the race, we haven't seen another safety car yet, which I think the race kind of needs now, because if you look at the gap front two there, to third and then to fourth. So Vivid's in no man's land. He's enjoying himself. He's going for a nice Sunday Arvo drive around the mountain. This lot back here, they're going to be battling for scraps. Really, actually, back here, going to be battling for scraps as Haymaker. He's actually gone wide. He keeps it out of the walls though, out of the fence, but it's going to drop him down to last, and surely he has to come into the pits now. The damage is just making it, or proving very hard for him to handle. And this is not going to be looking good for his championship at all. So yeah, as I was saying with this, we did have plans of some of the other guys maybe streaming their view, but it doesn't look like they are like us, which is fine. Yeah, that's alright. So lap 11 of 81. We'll just see here if Haymaker comes into the pits. He has to. The car's just undrivable. I'm thinking he's maybe got more damage, probably. Yes, and he is. So he's into the pits now. And it looks like actually Vivian might have gone into the pits as well. First stop there, a bit early. I dare say the guys will probably have to do 3 stops now. The track is quite hard on the tyres. Vivid looks to get some temperatures in, just locks up a little. Had a good race so far. He's kept to himself. He's got pace. Well, the other guys, the front two, make any mistakes. Vivid in Idbor did pit, sorry I missed out on that one. Just see, oh, NWR sabotage. Oh dear. I think we have a safety car. And I don't know if Apex is aware we have a safety car. Okay, this is a bit interesting. I wasn't aware of this. NWR Apex seasons the pits, so not too sure what happened to bring the safety car out, but a good call from the likes of Idbor Vivid and Haymaker to come in early. And good for Haymaker, actually. The damage he was carrying, able to get away with a free pit stop there. I thought it was a bit early to do a normal stop. Interesting. I wonder if something happened between Sabotage and Apex that we just missed out on, or something that happened in the rear of the field. Regardless, interesting there. While we are at this little safety car period, be sure to join us for our next event. We'll be off to the Gold Coast, the Boost Mobile Gold Coast 500 Super Sprint. Looking the dates. It'll actually be a while before we get there. The October the 21st to the 22nd will be the Rio Looped Circuit. So, interested? Or to come by for that one? It'll be a cracker of an event. Sure. I don't know if we'll go on this lap. I don't think we will be. The boys are going to have to catch up to Apex. I believe has just stopped on the other side of the track. Yes, he has. So, second safety car. Let's see if anyone's into the pits, actually. Who that is there? It might be Vando. No. Ryland's 62, so he's going to get away with a free pit stop. He was carrying any damage as well. I don't know what happened, caused a safety car, but if you're just joining us, we have got another safety car. We had a safety car in the opening stage of the race, and we've got a safety car now as NWR Apex. He's dropping down to 6. Something might have happened between the NWR guys. Just wasn't whereabouts. Vivid, he's found himself in second now, so he's having a nice race. He's kept his nose clean. And now he's going to try and do the same thing, but Eyeball, he's showing blistering pace right now. And he maybe put a bit of pressure on Vivid. Bando, when he's clicking, he can really apply some pressure. But he's got to deal with the likes of the championship leader, Haymaker, behind him, who's also got NWR Apex behind him, who's who qualified for pole for this race. Currently sitting 6. So, bit mixed up. Well, it's what you like to see, really. I'll just fix my audio settings here, so we can hear it. I might actually move the safety car over here. Yeah, I reckon. While that's happening, talk about our standings so far as well. Your team standings. Triple Eight, they'll probably extend their lead, I dare say, if everything goes well as it is right now. First, Tickford, they might... No, they'll hold on to second. They'll definitely hold on to second. Premier, there's a potential here for Premier to jump Shelby. All they have to do is just finish the race. And there's good potential. If they can finish a race in the top 4, I reckon, they could jump them. So they're not here with us today. Driver standings are here. Maker, he's not having the best of race so far. Bit of damage. A few battles have hindered his race so far, but still a long way left. Long way left. So, not too much to worry about as we are getting prepped to get back under green flag racing. The safety car lights are out. And the boys are getting bunched up. We'll go all with the front pack. And Vivid, he's getting as close as he can to the rear end of NWR Sabotage. He wants to try and stick with him. NWR, he seems to be nailing these restarts right now. Just jumps everyone. But Vivid has to be careful here that he doesn't get caught out and Eyeball eventually snag a spot. But then Eyeball has got to be careful with HI Vando behind him. So it's just a domino effect of who you got to look out for. We're getting prepped. We're getting ready. Continue the Bathurst 500, lap 12 of 81. It looks like we're green flag racing. NWR Sabotage. Well, both NWR Sabotage and Vivid Ball have gotten an amazing restart, but just as I've said that, Vivid Ball's ran pretty wide, but he's actually built a nice enough cushion to not really feel any pressure from Eyeball from behind, as the tyres, all the boys are seemingly getting every bit of tyre attempt they can. They come down the mountain, and NWR Apex, he's looking to get a move done on HOI Vando. Oh, Haymaker, sorry. I thought that was HOI Vando. No, he's got the move done on Haymaker, so not a good race from him so far. The boys make their way up towards the mountain. Challenge that awaits, and we've got a bit of a battle pack brewing here as Vando's just giving a position away to Apex, who's clawing through this field. He's got to get past these two now, though. That's the obstacle that's in between him and Sabotage. It looks like Vivid made a bit of contact with the wall. It looks like Vando made a bit of contact as well. And Vivid's actually gone onto the grass there. I wonder if that was a bit of a shove from Eyeball, who might be redressing the position because he's just let Apex go by. And Haymaker. We'll double check that. And that... Oh, looks like Vivid's actually made contact with the wall. I wonder if that brings out another safety car. And he's got heavy damage on him. So I was just giving him a good rap, and as brought out the safety car. So it's our third safety car this afternoon. Wow. Holy dooly. Excuse me, they're just taking a drink. So now Haymaker, despite not so good restart, is finding himself right now in third. After all that, that looks like a Eyeball. Into the pits there. I believe that's Sabotage. And we've got a few drivers into the pits. A lot of drivers into the pits. How many is that? Really, the whole grid has Eyeballs just overtaken Vando in the pits. Bit of contact there between the two Grove and Premier Racing cars. Like Haymaker's got the jump on everyone though. Like Haymaker, didn't it? Have a look at your race stats for so far. NWR Apex is your current leader, but NWR Sabotage, he's got the fastest lap with the 2:06.8, so they have broken into the 2:06s, which is faster than their quali times. And NWR Sabotage is able to get the most out of his Falcon so far, reaching a top speed of 292 k's. Now your grid's looking Apex. He's had a very up and down race, but he's found himself back in the lead. Wasn't too sure how the safety car was caused, but he's there. And as well as Haymaker, he's had a very up and down race, but he's found himself in second place. Rylan 62, he's currently sitting in third, so good stuff for him. With NWR Sabotage sitting in behind, he's going to absolutely just be wanting to claw through the field, similar to how Apex was doing it earlier before the safety car was called out. I just remembered how the safety car was called out with the incident between Eyeball and Vivid. Sitting in 5th right now, HTry Vando. I think he can be pretty happy with himself. He's sitting in front of Eyeball and Vivid, who would comfortably, or could have comfortably run away with it. Vivid definitely could have. He was in a land of his own, really. A nice Sunday Arvo drive for him. Was going for a little while until the unknown safety car was brought out. We'll just say there was an echidna on the track or something. I want to be getting sued, Peter or Australia Zoo here. As we make our way down the mountain, get ready. Back under green flag conditions. Just accidentally click something here. No, I haven't. I just clicked the safety car button. The boys, they're bunching up. I'm gonna jump on board with Haymaker. I just want to see how this restart goes. There's Haymaker's playing the mind games, letting him know he's there, letting him know he's going to be ready for whatever Apex has in store for him. Here we go, the Dunlop or the Armour All Bridge is the whole line from where they can, I think, go from. And Apex has gone straight away. And what a start from Apex. Look at the gap he's already built to Haymaker. And Haymaker's built a good gap to Ryland as NWR Sabotage is about to go on for the drive of his life. We'll go with him because he's going to apply all sorts of pressure to Ryland 62. And a bit of a mistake there under the brakes for Ryland. Can he hold his own going up the straight? The Falcon is fast down the straights. And Sabotage has proven it. Got the highest top speed so far in this race. Apex looking inside, outside, any move possible. Now Ryland's looking up the inside of Haymaker, who's made a mistake under the brakes into going into turn 2, as they're going to go too wide up to the cutting. That's not a great idea. You can ask Greg Murphy and Marcus Ambrose if you'd like. It doesn't go well too often. Now Ryland's made a mistake. Now they both made a mistake in the wall. And NWR Sabotage, he picks off Haymaker. Ryland was lucky there to hold on to his second place spot. But he's made a bit of a mistake. He's made contact with the wall. Coming out from under the tree. And around the outside goes Sabotage. What a move. Holy dooly, what a chain of events we've just seen there. As they come down the S's. Poor Ryland, he's gone up to... Well, he's gone up one, down one. So... He's made a position, but he's lost a position, essentially. And Sabotage sets his sights on Apex. He's got the pace. He can look after himself. He seems a bit quicker than Apex right now. And there's a battle brewing up back here between Eyeball and I believe Vando. By the looks of things. Oh, the three of them really. As Vando's been picked off there by Vivid and Eyeball, who are going to make their way to the mid-pack of Haymaker and Ryland 62. But I think Haymaker should definitely get by in the next few laps, but Vivid, he's sitting in the slipstream of Eyeball. Eyeball covers the inside line. No, he goes back towards the outside. It looks like... Oh no, he's sent it up the inside and a little bit of contact there. Still going too wide as they head towards the final corner. This is some great racing here. The Virtual Aussie Motorsport Network. And it seems like Vivid might have... No, he hasn't. Jump on board with Vando here. I do not know where to look, so I'm going to have to pull the map up shortly. But we're going to jump on Vando. He's going to have the best view of this battle. And he might even try and get involved here. He might even try and follow Vivid Ball, who doesn't seemingly get a good run. He's now going to follow Eyeball down the straight as they're going to go too wide up to turn 2. He's just got to slit in the slipstream of the Eyeball here. We'll chuck up the map just so we don't miss anything in case something is happening. But it looks like Vivid Ball, the Triple 8 engine there, just getting the better of the Premier equipment, but not a great exit for any of them really. I'm up to the cutting and they're about to make their way up to the mountain. And they're about to find a wild haymaker now. And he's actually lost a lot of time to Eyeball. Wonder if he's maybe picked up some more damage somewhere that we're just not aware of. Besides the top two. Oh, and there's actually contact between Haymaker and Eyeball. They're going to go 2 wide, 3 wide, and there's contact between Vivid Ball. And, oh, they're going 3 wide down the S's. Who backs out first? And there's contact. Can Haymaker keep it together? No, Vivid's nearly sputtered around. In fact, he might have. He still drifted down the S's like this is a Gymkhana video. Oh my god. And now he's got to deal with HOI Vando while Eyeball is still applying the pressure to Haymaker. It was very, very dirty going down there, but oh my god. Well done to the drivers. They held onto it well. And here comes Eyeball. A bit of a mistake there from Haymaker. He went on the grass. Now Eyeball's gone on the grass. Both exploring Bathurst for what it's worth. But now Haymaker is going to worry about Vivid Ball as he's looking around the outside. He gets the move set up. And he might even give Eyeball coming into the last few corners. Up the inside he goes. Can he get a move done? Jump on board with Eyeball. And he has Vivid Ball. What a chain of events. He moves himself up to 4th as he now sets his sights on Ryland 62. Unless Eyeball can maybe come back with something of his own. This is Ryland 62 will be edging these guys on, and it looks like Haymaker did have damage there. He might have got damage from the incident because he's now into the pits, unfortunately for him. And a big send from Eyeball. And he's going to set himself up down the straight. Now does he get the good run? Looks like he bogged down a bit there, coming out of turn 1. But he might be close enough to send it up the inside. He's just got to sit in this slipstream. It's a hard corner to get a move done. Oh, and there's contact. There's massive amounts of contact there. And that's slowed down Eyeball massively. Now where's HY Vando in all this? He's not too far behind. Oh, and looks like we've just come back to a bit of a mistake there from Vivid. And now that's reintroduced Eyeball to an opportunity. It's whether or not he can get the move done. That seems to be the problem right now. And just a little bit more contact there from Vivid. So now he might have damage and they're going to look to go 2 wide. Coming up to the S's. More contact. And in fact, oh, well done to the both of them for holding on to that. As they're going down the S's now. You can't go 2 wide through here, lad. Good stuff there from Eyeball. Back out of it. Oh my god. You take a breath. And I need to make sure nothing else is happening up ahead. Sabotage, he is catching Apex, but he's still a little bit behind. But this is the battle right now, the battle for 4. Ryland 62 will be loving it. Come through the chase. Looks like Vivid, he's built a bit of a nice little cushion. Eyeball, but Eyeball got the talent to close that up quickly. He'll be looking to do that indeed. And Vivid's actually made a bit of a mistake there in the final corner. And we know how quick Eyeball is into turn 1. He seems to break a lot later. And still gets us a pretty decent run going up towards the mountain. You do something similar here. Look like it. Now we'll just double check here because Vivid seems to be a bit all over the shop. So I wonder if doesn't look like it. So alright. Yeah. Boys coming across one of the great views that we get to visit on our calendar. A great view for the fans, really, in these cars. So Sideball, get as close as he can to the wall. Maximising the track here, the road he has to use. Try and catch Vivid here. Oh, and a bit of a mistake there from Vivid. He's made contact with the wall and he's spun out, coming down the S's. Unfortunate for him there. This race has quickly gone sour for him. He was sitting comfortably in 4th before the safety car period and he's picked up a lot of damage. Oh no. And unfortunately, we can't bring out a safety car for him because it was only him. So, oh, it's so unfortunate there. Just one little mistake and this track will bite you hard. It's caught out. Over ball there. Got the telemetry, but the hide ball now. He's not gonna worry about anything behind him. He's got a nice gap. And he's going to go after Ryland 62, who's sitting in 3rd and comfortably able to build up a nice gap whilst Iron Ball will battling out. So, lap 20 now, so we're getting along with it. And NWR Sabotage and Apex still the benchmark. Apex, he seemingly has turned up the pace a bit. He's got now the fastest lap with a 2:06.5. It's even faster than anything that we've seen in quali practice. Sabotage, looks like he might have actually fallen off a bit here from Apex. Look, back here. Got a 3-way battle at the moment. My Bando gonna hold his own, we know he will. Tough little bugger to get by. Vivid's got a bit of a challenge ahead of him, we'll just keep the map up. Dead. These are the closest cars on track, and a bit of a mistake there from Bando has allowed Vivid Ball. An amazing save there though from Bando to keep it off the wall, and it just upset that he made contact with the wall. Vivid, he's gonna press on with his own race. Bando should try it. I'm Bando, I'm doing everything I can to try and stick it here. Just follow Vivid. Ooh, he'll be on a mission. Bando, he's holding his own, and just as I've said that, a massive lock up there and coming into Forest Elbow. He is carrying quite a bit of pace coming down the mountain. Might even actually gain a bit here, his slipstream coming down Comrade. And a bit of a calm moment now during the race. Everyone's seemingly trying to get in the groove as we enter the middle stint of our race, and NWR Apex is continuing to extend his lead of the Bathurst 500. And Vando, I've got to give it to Vando. He is holding on well. He could, if depending on how his run goes, he could potentially set himself up for a booth, come down elbow. And just as I've said that, he's made a bit of a mistake drifting down the S's, and another little bit of contact with the wall won't do his car any justice. See how he goes. Oh, he might have overshot the elbow. No, he's done well there. As you can see on the map there, going into turn 2, Eyeball. Maribor is as quick as I thought he was going to, but he's definitely catching him. Who would have thought this? That the top 3 in the driver standings are currently sitting in the bottom 3, in the order they are, with Hangmaker leading the pack and Pivot in behind, Vando currently in last. This won't do their championship campaign any good. It's NWR Sabotage, depending on how his race goes. Whilst it won't... And a bit of a mistake there from Vando. Whilst this won't bring Sabotage into the lead of the championship, it'll definitely help him out. He'll definitely gain a good few spots from it, to say the least. And the reason we're keeping tabs on these two is because they are the closest cars on the track. And we'll actually jump on board here for a lap around Bathurst with a ball in this 888 engineering car. Good stuff there, good lap. And he's catching up to Haymaker as the laps go by. Definitely use a safety car to maybe spice things up. We'll see what happens when some of the guys catch up. I know Eyeball Especially from last night, Eyeball and Manboy, they get into it so they can spice things up maybe. Sabotage. Getting close to Apex. So, is that an awesome run for a wild card? Top job. Getting good laps. And he just looks completely in the control of the car, doesn't he? I mean, there's not a... I mean, there's not a step wrong. I don't see the car jumping out or anything like that. It just looks absolutely under his control. Here we're NWR, Sabotage on the track, so he is catching up. But it's just not at an alarming rate for Apex to worry, really. And I think these guys are quite experienced, so they'll know that there's no reason to push themselves and make any silly errors as of right now, and just enjoy themselves. Got a bit maybe coming up soon. Like, Eyeball is gonna start. In fact, Ryland's actually going into the pits. So you might have actually got damage there. You might just be looking for a fresh set of tyres to slap on next 30 odd laps. Promotes Eyeball into P3 right now, so he's currently setting his sights on for a podium spot. Positions on. Oh, this is here. Looks like he's out on a loss. What? Okay, I thought we had a disconnect there because I couldn't see Vando's name pop up. Bit worried. And looks like Vivid hasn't been able to get Ryland, but Haymaker has. This little pack is going to start going up over the couple laps. Watching the map closely for those top two, depending on if Sabotage can get any closer. He's actually lost a lot of time there. You can see on the top of your screens the gap. So this might be the pack to watch, these three. Maybe even Vando if he can pick up the pace a little and get himself involved. See what he can do. So, 25 of 81. We're chugging along. Eyeball's in a similar position Vivid was earlier, just in no man's land really. Got a nice gap to the cars behind, but a bit to catch up to it if you can even catch up to front runners. Open this pack and together soon, and that'll start spicing things up. Ryland has to get a move on though, because he's got Viviball quickly approaching his sights, getting bigger in the rear view. Here up. Sorry about that. I was bloody on my phone. Vivid there. He's just got a move done on Ryland 62 now. If I'm a boy, I'm going to just not even bother doing a move. But he's seemingly doing the opposite and he's going for a move. But yeah, try and work together. Just catch up to the front guys, really, isn't it? Battle it out. Especially this early in the race. Just try and work together, regardless if you're on the same team or not. The gap between the front two seems to close up, quickly expands again, so very situation boys are in right now. Notice, but definitely closing. Definitely keeping up. He's turned up speed a little bit in his Astro edge forward. Falcon. See if Vivid maybe works with him as well. Iron Ball, if he's aware that they're catching up Iron Ball as well, that's what needs to be taken into consideration. In fact, the front two are so far out ahead that they could start lapping some of these guys soon. Granted, we don't get a safety car soon, which I was kind of hoping for with these three. We'll see if anything happens between Haymaker and Vivid, the two championship rivals, the top two dogs of this league. See if anything spices up between them. Catching Haymaker at quite an alarming rate. Then the map up for this one. Oh, actually, Ryland's made a bit of a mistake there. He's made contact with the tyre bundle. So unfortunately there for Mad Boy, another rough bit to his day, and he's picked up a lot of damage. Fortunately, no safety car for him. But we're going to cut back to these guys as it's starting to get a bit spicy. Jump on board with Haymaker and just look at the rear view and we'll see the gap, how well he manages the gap. You can see Vivible there approaching his rear view mirror. Their gap to Ideboard is definitely closing. I'm going to turn this off because these guys are the closest cars on track, and a bit of a mistake there from Haymaker. It's not going to do him any justice coming up the run. Doing the run up to turn 2. See how much it hinders him, see how much Vivid's able to take advantage of it. It doesn't look like he's able to do too much actually, because Haymaker's extending his gap a little bit. But the Holden Commodore under brakes is just seemingly a bit better right now than the Ford Falcon. Come through the cutting. Excuse me, what a run there from Vivid Ball. They're able to pull off. They come down towards the S's. I can't stress enough how much of an amazing view it is to watch these cars in this area. Just the body roll, you see all the driver style, and Vivid's caught up massively coming down the S's. He just needs to set himself up for a good run out of Forest Elbow onto Conrod. Doesn't need to think about doing a move, and it looks like he's done exactly that because Haymaker's gone defensive. Vivid's taken a bit of a a wider line to maximise his run down the straight. The Commodore kind of needs that in comparison to the Falcon. But it looks like Haymaker's actually got the better of him. And good stuff there from Haymaker, because he's held on to his own. And he's not let the sight of the ball scare him. Just double check the map, make sure. And hang on, we've got a couple battles brewing. Second and first. Now, NWR Apex actually lost the spot to Sabotage. So I apologise for missing out on that one. And we'll come back to these two because Vivid, I think he's all over the rear end. He's ready to make a move. It's a matter of when. And we just did have a lead change there, as stated. I apologise for missing that one. Must have happened across the top of the mountain, but they are close together. So after this battle, we'll go up to those two and see how they're dealing with each other. But a bit of a mistake there from Haymaker. Presents the opportunity for Vivid to make a move done, but doesn't quite get it done and thinks the better of it. He stays out for now. Oh, as close as the wall as he can as the sun sets here at Mount Panorama. Oh, they're pushing it. They're pushing the limits. I said this track gets something out of you didn't know you had in you. And they're coming down the S's. Vivid's had an amazing run. And a little bit of pressure. Oh, I thought Haymaker was gone then. See if Vivid set himself up for the straight. Gonna be tough against the Falcon. It's quick in a straight line. He's gonna try and stick to the slipstream, and he's actually looked like he's got a pretty decent run, to be honest. And the gap to Eyeball is close. Oh, it wouldn't be closing too much now. Bit of a gnarly run there for Haymaker. And here comes Vivid now. Can he get a move done now? Trying for the past several laps. Might be up the inside of it now. I dare say he would have definitely snuck his nose in just to let him know he's there. But I don't think he'll get a move done here. I reckon he'll try and get it done down the straight. He's done exactly that. He's going to wait his turn. He'll wait for the perfect opportunity to present itself. And just as I said that, he's ran wide and he's smacked hard into the wall there. So that hasn't gone too well for Vivid. And maybe he should have got a move done. Does he have any damage? No. Very lucky there. Very, very lucky. Fortunate for him there. But now that gives us an opportunity to cut to these two because we've got a battle on our hands for the lead. And maybe a clean one in that. We'll see how this goes. We'll just keep the map on low just if anything happens. See if Apex can get a move done. Sabotage, he's proven his worth. He's pretty quick. Won his first two races on debut. But now he's got the youngster of Apex, who's also on debut. This is his debut, sorry. What a debut it's been around Mount Panorama. A tough track. He managed to get pole in the top 5 shootout yesterday. And he is now setting his sights for a win, a race win. And this could potentially open the possibility for him to getting a seat next season. I dare say a couple of teams will be looking chip and change. See what happens. And Apex, he's following Sabotage line for line. Ryland 62 has indeed died. He's actually DNF'd from the session. Okay. Didn't know that happened. That's unfortunate there. For Ryland 62. Wonder what happened there. We'll see if we can get some news for that shortly. But Apex is Gonna try and maybe set himself up for a move going down Conrod. He's done a fantastic job under brakes. There. Oh, he's just a bit squirmy on exit. Coming out of the Forest Elbow. Does that hinder his run? Possibly. Just gotta try and stick with the slipstream of Sabotage. And you can maybe think about getting the move down here. Oh, he's not close enough. Commodore just doesn't seem to have it in the straights. We've seen Vivid struggling to get past Haymaker. And we've seen Sabotage here struggling as well, as they're coming up to their first lap car of HOI Vando. Unfortunately for Ryland, it happened during the dipper, and we've got these two going at it. We'll come back to the front two in a second. Unfortunately for Ryland, getting close to the wall there. Fortunately for Ryland, he hit the dipper and went straight into the wall. So that meant an end to his session. We're on lap 31 of 81, so we're getting close. Getting close. I've really got to go for a toilet break, but there's two battles going around. The cars, they just look like they're hanging on for dear edge when they come out of the elbow. Insane. And Apex, as you can see on the map there, looks like he's lost a little bit of time to Sabotage. Now, even if Vivid here does get close enough to potentially do a move on Haymaker, we've seen it multiple times throughout the season. He's quite a difficult driver to get by. He defends all blind spots and possibilities so well. But he just proves a thorn in your backside to try and get by. He's a tough obstacle. Once again, the Falcon in the straight line is just making it, proving it that ever so difficult by. Even with Vivid and 888 engineering gear or equipment, just it's not working out too well. And actually, a mistake here from Haymaker has opened the opportunity, and Vivid get it done around the outside, cutting. You can't go too wide, and that's proven why. We've had a huge crash, Haymaker and Vivid. That's surely going to bring out the safety car. That was a monumental crash. And that has indeed brought out our safety car. So, wow. I don't imagine there'd be too many nice words being said between the two. We'll get their thoughts post-race. I don't imagine if it would be too happy. You can't really go too wide there, though, in fairness to the pair of them. History repeats itself. It never works. Especially at the intensity that these drivers are driving at. It's never going to work. And in this safety car period, I am going to use it to quickly go to the toilet, but I will have the map up so you guys can keep me updated. I'll be back in a minute. Alright, back in action after my piss break. And, well, it looks like the field hasn't bunched up as much as I thought it would. Right. In fact, I think they're both coming into the pits. They are indeed. The front two runners, they're coming in. It looks like Sabotage. He's actually made a bit of a mistake coming into the pits there. And he's lost first place. That's interesting. Yeah, it is a tricky pit entry to nail. Oh, and he's actually made contact with them in the pits. Oh, dearie. Dearie me. Here comes Ideball. He hasn't been in for his second pit stop yet. He actually might have. Not too sure there. He's now slowing down for the safety car. Huh? Alright, 33 of 81. Yeah. Very slowly getting there. As the boys are all about to bunch up. And this also meant that the front two runners, because they were closing in, they were just about to start lapping some of the guys at the back. Sabotage, he's out there. What's there? Because where did he drop down to? He's dropped down to like. Oh, actually, Sabotage might have disconnected. The big news there that drops us down to 5 cars, unfortunately. Some big news there. NWR Sabotage. He was on track for seriously improving his championship standings, as we're just about to get back under green flag running. We'll quickly check here. Sabotage sitting 7th. He was probably going to bounce up to 4th, maybe even potentially hit Vando. Really depended on where he finished, but now he might drop down quite a few spots with Ideball. Currently on track. He's sitting in first right now. But he might, he could probably finish second at best. Depends on how his strategy goes and how much of a gap he's able to build. As we're nearing another restart, the third restart of this afternoon. And when does he go? He's leaving it late. And he's gone now. And I don't know how well it's actually worked out pretty well for him. And 3 at the back, they're having a nice little battle. And here comes NWR Apex as they make their way up towards the mountain. He sits in behind Ideball here. Does he get a move done coming down into turn 2? Ideball ran a bit wide, but he's held it well. And Apex is having to worry about Haymaker in behind him as Vivid makes a bit of a mistake. That's opened the opportunity for Vando gets past, and he does. He gets the job done, but it looks like there was a bit of contact going on back there. And that might just bring out another safety car, in which it has. So, before we could even get started there, we're back under safety car conditions. I caught a glimpse of that there. It looks like a similar thing happened. They just tried to go too wide too wide into the cutting, and it just hasn't quite worked out there for them. And there he is, HI Vando. Very unfortunate for him. He might have terminal damage. If he can even make it back up. This is gonna be unfortunate for him if he can't. We'll see what he can do. It's gonna be a mission. It's gonna be a slug for him to get it back to his pits. And he might not actually be able to make it back. It's gonna be tough. You can hear his car. It doesn't sound great. It sounds far from great. He's actually stopped at one of the worst spots on the track 2 spot. Stop. He's rolling back down. He might have to DNF here. So he's slowly making his way up. He get up to the flat spot. Chugging along. Sabotaged also DNF, so I wonder if he got terminal damage. Unfortunate for him there. This might be an end for HI Vando at his day. And this will probably see him leave the top 3 in the championship. We'll see what happens. I don't know. He seems to have gotten it running. But the other guys there, they're far ahead. They're already in the last corner. They're still waiting for Vando, so they might just have to go soon, to be honest. Ooh, we've got 5 runners left, maybe 4. It really depends on HI Vando able to do the beaten up equipment. Sabotage, can confirm. NWR Sabotage did indeed lag out. Fortunate for him. Shit thing happened to me last night. Want to see. Not what you wish upon anyone really. In the minimap there. HI Vando, he's making his way down Conrod. He'll be able to gain a bit of speed really, and he'll be able to make his way to the pits, but these guys are starting to speed up a little bit. I do wonder if we're going to go green flag racing this lap, or they're going to do another lap for HO. Regardless, he's going to be a couple laps down. Might. Alright. Back. And looks like we'll get a few pit stops. Hopefully Vando can catch up soon. I don't know if Vando's going to be able to catch up in time, but it looks like we're just about to go back into green flag conditions. They might just slow down quite a bit here for Vando to catch up, maybe. We'll see what happens. He's not too far off. He's just about to come on a comrade now. He might even, if Vando's quick enough, he might actually be able to catch him. Just as they reach the Armorall bridge. Doing so, Vando's used up quite a bit of his high life. Dare say we're going to go into green flag, so safety car lights have been cut out, and it looks like we are, as Idebor, he's holding the pack up as much as he can, getting those tyres that everyone's warmed up in conditions to be as cold as possible. And it depends when Idebor goes here. Does he leave it late again? Does he go for it right from the get? Hasn't gone yet. And he's gone at the line, so he saved it right until the last minute. But everyone has expected that, and they've all done really well, to be honest, on the restart. They've all kept within touching distance of one another as they climb up the mountain once again. Just a few more times left. We're nearing it. The end is definitely in sight, and Idebor has got one hand on the 500 trophy. But he's got to deal with Apex first, who's showing incredible pace on debut. The wildcard entry. And he's looking to make a move, and so's Viva. They're going to go too wide up the cutting again. And, oh, there's actually contact. And we've had a huge crash. We've had a 4-car pile up nearly there. Viva again has been caught up. And Idebor looks like just one little mistake there. That's definitely has to board out the safety car. And we're back under safety car conditions. Now, how much damage? Oh, he's picked up a lot of damage as well. I believe that's brought out the safety car anyway. No, it hasn't. Looks like they're just continuing with the green flag conditions. We had a 2-car pile up there. at the cutting again. Vivid very lucky not to get any damage from that because he went on with eyeball. And Haymaker out of all that has found himself in first. And just as I've said that, we've cut to him. He's made a mistake coming down to Forest Elbow. He's held on to a nice tidy there. And here comes Apex now. He's looking to get a move done on Haymaker. Now Haymaker's got one hand on the trophy, but once again, Apex. He's just got to worry about Apex. But we know how good Haymaker is at defending. But he's might have stuffed that now. And he's worrying about HRI Vando, who out of absolutely nowhere has found himself in third. But now he's going into the pits. They're all going into the pits. So I am confused. Is the safety car out? Because we've got a few drivers in the pits and some of them aren't. So it does look like the safety car is out. So my apologies there. Okay, I can take a breather. So that's now our fourth or fifth safety car of the day. I'm not too sure. But it's not ideal. And Vando leads the pack for the first time today. Despite the race he's having, good on the lad. Found himself at the top of the pack, but he's got to worry about 4 other quick drivers behind him as safety car lights go out and we're looking to go back under green flag conditions here. When does HOI Vando go? It's now his turn. Determine when the pack is under green flag. Across the control line, the Emerald Bridge, and it looks like he's gone now. So we're back under green flag conditions. Has he jumped the start well enough for him not worry too much? Looks like he might have done just that. Good on him there. You can see all the cars, apart from Apex, are just they're all war-torn, sorry. They've been through hell and back, and Vivid there comfortably gets past HOI Vando. Can Apex do the similar thing, or does Vando cover it off? Kind of looks like Apex, a bit of a mistake there from Vando, gives Apex the opportunity to go up the inside, and he does just that. Maybe even Haymaker, depending on his run up to the cutting. If it's good enough, it doesn't look like that's the case. He's just going to slip in behind HOI Vando as Apex sets his sights up the road ahead. Vivible 888. What a debut from Apex in the wildcard entry. But here comes Haymaker now as they come Down towards the S's. Can he get a move done potentially before them? He's going to sniff up the inside. A mistake there from Vando presents that opportunity, and he comfortably gets past HOI Vando there. Now I want to go back to the top two, because Apex, he's starting to apply some pressure now on Vivid Ball. How well can Vivid handle the pressure? We'll see what happens here as they head towards Forest Elbow. Looking to come down towards Comrade, get a good run. Vivid's defended the inside line. Apex looking for the crisscross, or maybe even getting a good run onto Conrod. See, he sits in the slipstream of Vivid Ball. They approach the chase, the fastest corner of the track, if you want to call it a corner. Oh, and he's just all over the rear end of him. He's looking to put him in a bad spot to get the move done. And a bit of a mistake there from Vivid Ball, and he's actually drifted a little bit. He might have made contact with the grass, and that's allowed Apex the steam by, as he now sees the lead once again for this motor race. Oh, and he's actually made a bit of a mistake, and that's now allowed Vivid Ball to get back up the inside. So I wonder if that was a redress there, or it was a genuine mistake made. Not too sure. We'll jump on board with Apex. We haven't been on board with him. One of the fastest guys out there right now. We'll just see what a lap looks like from his eyes. So enjoy this. Oh, sorry about that, but it just got a bit close there. A little mistake is all it takes around here, really. We've seen it multiple times, and we've seen it hurt some of the best drivers like Sabotage and Marlon 62. But Vivid recovered well there, maintained his lead as we enter lap 40 of 81. Definitely not long left now. It's 40 odd laps left of this race, as the sun continues to set here at Mount Panorama, and Vivid does continue to look to defend the inside line. It will hinder his run onto the straight, and Sabotage, is he close enough to get a move done? We'll see here if that's the case or not. You can see they've got a comfortable cushion, guys in third, but one little slip up will hurt them. See what Apex does here. He just slips in behind once again. A little bit of contact, but not enough to throw Vivid off his line, and he holds it well, and he's actually built himself a nice little cushion there because of that. The good stuff from them. And what's happened? Looks like we've got another safety car out. So that is now our, I think, 5th safety car of the race. So I wonder what happened. Yeah, it seemed like something between Haymaker and Bando, maybe, because looks like he might have had damage. Haymaker going by now. I wonder if something happened between those two. Haymaker's car definitely looking a lot more beat up than when I last saw it. Hey, where's Eyeball? He went into the pits as well, so maybe it was Eyeball. I'm not too sure what happened there. In Eyeball's race, it's quickly turned very sour. After leading the pack in the last safety car, he now finds himself dead last. Fortunate for him, and he's just getting caught on the grass. So that'll do your tyres no good. Well, we've got this opportunity. Be sure to tune into our next event, the Boost Mobile Gold Coast 500 Super Sprint. The date's now October 21st to the 22nd. It'll be an awesome event. Be sure to come out, have a watch, and if you're interested in signing up, we've got plenty of spots open. You just have to go through a process. Definitely looking for more drivers to build a nice community, and we've got some cool things coming in the near future. Quick reminder of the driver standings. So as of right now, Vivid would probably be in the lead of this series, or this championship maybe, but not by much. Even Haymaker, he might be able to actually hold on to his lead right now. Mando, bit of a question mark on top of his head, but I think he's going to be alright for third. Depends on what Eyeboard's able to get out of today's race, really. We started with 7 or 8, I think. Now dropped down to 5. Guys, they're obviously able to make something work that the others can't. And I mean that with no disrespect either. Sabotage. It was a bit unfortunate getting lagged out. Fortunately for Ryland, just a bit too much damage. The safety car lights are out. We're about to get back under racing conditions. For the restart. Oh, actually, no, I was about to say just for the restart, but Vivid's gone straight away. We'll see how well that's worked out from here once we get a better camera angle. Oh, I was going to say it's worked out well, but he's made a bit of a mistake coming out of the final corner. That's allowed Apex to take the lead. And he does just that. But Vivid goes for the crisscross. Has that worked out well for him? Has indeed. Gets it done well and truly before turn 2. And this might present Haymaker with an opportunity to get himself into the top 2 to revive his championship standings, really. As you can see in the background there, Eyeball gets a move done on HOI Vando. And Haymaker wasn't able to get a move done on Apex. And he's going to look to apply a bit of pressure. Now, we'll jump on board with Haymaker here because he's going to have the best view of everything that's going on. But just as I say that, he's made a bit of a mistake and allowed Eyeball to maybe get a move done. Oh! And Eyeball just runs into the rear end of Haymaker there and into the wall. He goes, but that doesn't bother Haymaker. He doesn't give a crap about Eyeball. Looking for what's ahead of him, because if something happens between these two, Haymaker's going to be able to sweep up sloppy seconds. A bit of weaving going on down there. We'll travel down towards these two. Oh, and he's late on the brakes, Apex, isn't he? Much later. And Vivid, hold on. I believe everyone's done their 2 compulsory stops, but another stop might need to be done. It depends. To me, it seems like Vivid's driving a bit conservative to save the time, save the fuels, try and make it all the way to the end here. He's just got to really rely on potentially more safety cars being called out to save them those tyres and fuels even more. And here comes NWR Apex. He puts his nose towards the inside. Does he commit to a move? No, he doesn't. He slips him behind. He gets real close towards the rear end of Vivid though, and thankfully doesn't smack him. So we're able to keep this race going. And something happened to Haymaker there. He might have made a mistake. His Eyeball now jumps up to the top 3, and here comes Apex. He's looking left, right, centre, anywhere. Anywhere there's an opening, he's looking to stick his nose in to get a move done. What a battle we have here. And he's looking around the outside. Can he get a move done? No, Vivid quickly shuts the door. Is he going to look to try and go too wide down the S's? I mean, I'll just... Ozzy looked to set up a good run down Comrod through Forest Elbow. Looks like he is. Bit squirmy on exit, but shouldn't hinder him too much. He's just got to try and stick into the slipstream of Vivid Bull 888. Oh. And all this battling is just luring in Eyeball. You can see him in the background. There he is, slowly catching up. But if I'm Eyeball, I'm just sitting back and watching this battle unfold because things can get nasty really quickly. We've seen it happen multiple times already. I dare say that it's bound to happen again. We'll just see what happens here. The Holden top 4. With Haymaker being the only forward left. Jump on board with Vivid Bull 888. Oh, it looks like a bit of an opening might have presented itself there for Apex, but he didn't go for it. A little bit of contact with the wall there, but nothing. They won't budge. Down towards the S's. And Apex, he's losing a lot of time because he's just having to back out. Just not bring out another safety car and crash in on another. But a little bit of a mistake there from Vivid Bull. That's going to allow Apex to potentially get a crisscross done. And he's definitely got the run on Vivid as they come down Conrod. Coming up to the chase. Can he get it done? He's looking. Going side by side. He backs out of it though. So still cannot get a move done. I think Apex is aware though that there's no need. There's still quite a little bit of this race left. No need to do any sorry. There's no need to do anything crazy. Potentially put the car in harm and potentially put your race in harm. In danger. Oh, I thought for sure Apex was gonna get a move done, but he just got to get a bit squirmy on the second stage of that exit, and Eyeball's still catching up. Again, I just think you should just sit back and just let it unfold, pick up the pieces that come up. It is a tough track to overtake, so when you are going for a move, you gotta commit. And Apex is just waiting for that prime opportunity to pop up. He knows better though. He knows better not to go too wide in areas that you can't. Or does he? It looks like he nearly tried to make it too wide there. Good save from Vivid. Keeps him in the lead of this race so far. This is going to be a tough stint. Apex, he's knocking on the door. He's not letting off. We know Apex is incredibly quick. He's just waiting. Waiting for a right moment to pounce, and this could be it now. He's close enough. Closer than what he was the lap prior. Can he get it done before the chase is the real question. It actually looks like he might not be going for it. He might be setting up a move for the corner up here. Oh, he doesn't. He still sticks him behind. Into the final corner. Looks like Vivid is going to keep holding his own. Good thing about this is I don't think Vivid's mirror driving. He's not letting the big bright green supercar logo scare him. Oh, and a little bit of contact with the wall there. Apex, he's looking to go around the outside. I don't think he's committed enough though. No, he's just slips in behind once again. The distance I'd bore is at right now is probably the perfect distance, to be honest. The way it's going, you might have to actually scrap the idea I suggested. Just go for it. Apex, he's a very clean driver. But he's also very smart. He knows what it means. Not put the car in dangerous spots. But he's all over the rear end now. He's giving Morse codes, signals, telling Vivid to just get a move on. Get on with it. Get out of my way. Down Cobb Rod again. Oh, and here we go. Oh, thought a move was on there. Bit of a crisscross, but didn't quite work out. We'll just check the map, make sure nothing spicy's going on. Doesn't look like it. Here we go, Apex. This is probably the perfect opportunity for him to get a move done. He's just got to really think about the exit. He'll be alright. Jump on board with him. Oh, he got a bit close there. Does that scare Vivid Ball into a mistake? No, but his exit wasn't great. Come up to the cutting. Oh, thought a crisscross was on there, but it didn't quite work out. As the headlights come on, as the sun sets, as the sun continues to set, and Vivid misses his apex by quite a margin there. Once again, across the top of the mountain, you just can't make any moves, or else you're going to find yourself in a wall. We roughly have about an hour left in the race. Depending if all things go and I'm gonna be quiet here and just let you enjoy this. Oh, hang on, actually, He could be on for a move here. Does he? Apex finally get the move done? No, he sits back in behind Vivid. They've got to focus on getting a good exit here. He's still trying to pressure Vivid into a move. I could see him take the lead of this race. And he's actually quite close now coming down the straight. This is closer than he's been. And he is gaining. Is it enough? No. Oh, maybe. Just had to get it turned in a bit there. Use as much of the track as possible on exit of turn 2. Coming up to the cutting, and a bit of a mistake there for Vivid. He makes a bit of contact with the wall. Is a crisscross possible? No. Vivid, he's defending for his life in an absolute defense masterclass, and a little mistake from Apex, but that doesn't hinder him at all. He continues to pursue the top of the pack. Up and down the S's, and Vivid gets a bit sideways. He touches the grass a little bit, but he's held on to it well. Oh, and a big send from Apex, but he's, oh my god, he's all over the rear end now. You can't get any closer than this. Oh, someone going to end up in the wall. Into the elbow. Vivid defends the inside line. Apex maybe looking for a crisscross or just looking to set himself up. See if he can get close enough to get a move done. Where is Eyeball in all this? Eyeball still sitting back. Here we go. A move could potentially get done here. No, it's still good defending. Apex, he's just got to be cracking it soon. Can't seem to crack the code. Well, I'm going to go quiet here and let you enjoy this lap on board with NWR Apex as he pursues for the ball around Mount Panorama. What a lap. World-class drivers. And NWR Apex, he seems to be getting closer to maybe getting the move done. It's like he's playing a game of chess. He's just toying with Vivid now. Oh, that could have been bad. Good catch there, and that's actually helped Vivid a little bit. Build a nice little cushion. And NWR Apex has actually ran a bit wide, and so's Eyeball. He catches the fence a little bit there, we saw. Coming down the S's, man. Apex is just so quick. I feel like that's where you make or break, really. As Apex sends a sign, a signal with that big send. You knew he wasn't going to get a move done. That's knows. Still currently has the fastest lap of the race. Vivid Ball in the lead. He's into the 2.8s, which is much quicker than what he was setting in practice or quali. And here we go, is a move going to get done? Too wide in the cut hasn't worked so far today, and Apex as well, that doesn't decide to get a move done. I've noticed that these two are starting to pull away a bit. Looks like Eyeball, he's in the pits, so he might have picked up a bit of damage. Might contact the wall up here. Not sure he didn't DNF there. But what an up and down day it's been for some of these drivers. They've definitely been to hell and back, especially from where they started on the grid to where they are now. Where they've been all day. It's just been a very up and down day. And here we go. Apex, closer than ever. Can he get a move done down Comrade? Or is that 888 car gonna just outrun him a little bit? He might back out, and he does. He just gets in behind. Can he get a move done into the corner maybe? No, thinks the better of it and slips back in behind the ball, who still sits in the lead of your race. Lap 51 of 81. 30 odd laps remaining. And a bit of a mistake there from Vivid. But I don't think Apex will go for a move. I think he'd prefer to just sit in behind right now. And potentially look to build an even bigger gap. Because I believe the gap they have now is like 30 seconds to third place. So there's no real reason to, especially with how long we have left in the race, there's no reason to battle and lose time when they can just continue building and keep going forward. I'm absolutely starving, but I'm looking for the right time to just go and grab something. We'll check the tyres and see if any of them have to pick booms. Sabotage is looking fine at the moment. Not really either way, which is fair enough. Eyeball there, he picks up HOI Vando, who maybe has made a mistake. Or he looks like he's just gone into. Oh, and Apex. He had his nose up, but didn't quite get the exit he was feeling. Here we go. Can he get a move done finally? Does he go up the inside? I wonder. See what happens as they come through the chase. No, he sits back in behind once again. And he'll go another lap around the mountain behind Vivid Ball. Or does he? No, it looks like Vivid's going into the pits. I was wondering if one of these guys were going to come into the pit soon, because I'd imagine they probably have to. So we'll see where he jumps out. We'll pull up the map as well. Honestly, he might just be okay to hold on to second. See what happens here. I think he might be just okay. It'll either be close or there'll be a nice gap built. And I think there's going to be a nice gap built, to be honest. And that is the case. His Haymaker might even be in the pits as well. No, he's... There you go. 5 cars remain. I'm going to quickly go and have a snack break. But we'll keep you here with Vivable with the map in the bottom corner, so you can keep up with everything that's happening. I am back. Bike. I've just been keeping. Oh, hang on. Apologies for this. It's got a bit of a tendency doing this. Alright, we are back. And of course, we missed out on something big that's probably happened. Not surprised. So it looks like Apex might have had a moment on his way to try and catch up the ball. And it just hasn't quite worked out from there. But whatever it is that happened, I don't think Viverball will be complaining too much because you're not having to worry NWR Apex behind him. Front two, they are just gone. The rest of the pack, aren't they? We're nearing lap 60 of 81. The top three, with Liverpool currently leading. Mega Drive so far being it's happened. NWR Apex, who's actually just set a pretty quick time of 2:07. Highball in third. Also set a quicker time than what Vivid been able to set. NWR Apex, he's closing the gap quickly, ever so quickly, to Liverpool 888. I believe the stop they did before we should get them to the end. I know NWR sabotaged, stopped. He's in second, but there's obviously something I missed when I got disconnected. And we've got a car stopper. Don't know. No, it looks like a genuine mistake. Gotta be careful here. Oh, I was close. Video will be screaming over the team radio about that one. And it does unfortunately mean Vando goes a lap down here. The Bathurst 500. As I said, about 40 seconds back to the leader. Second down. Apex quickly closing in. He's closed that gap. Last time they came around the S's, the gap was about 1.8 seconds, I believe. Yeah, 6/10. Incredible pace. And the gap's actually there to eyeball. Third. And here comes Apex. I wonder if now he's just going to try and get a move done. They have a big enough gap to come into the pits and both come out in the top two positions. And early on the brakes is Vivid. Looks like there was a little bit of contact there between the two of them. Nothing that won't budge though. It's squirmy there from Apex, and he's actually touched the grass a bit, so he's now lost a lot of time. That extends the gap back out 2 seconds or thereabouts. The gap to Vivid is about 46 seconds for eyeball. Just noticed the chart up here, Haymaker, he's made some good ground on eyeball. See if he can pose a bit of a threat. The last step on the podium. Good save there from Eyeball. Amazing bit of driving. Hold on to that one, that was close. Oh, another little mistake there. And that's going to present Haymaker an opportunity to send it up the inside in Forest Elbow if he wants. Or get a good run out of Forest Elbow. He's a bit all over the place, Haymaker. And he's actually going to get Eyeball into a mistake and take this third place off him. Maybe they're still going too wide down Conrod. No, Haymaker gets the job done, but the job is not fully over yet. Eyeball's going to fight back with everything he's got in that Erebus motor vehicle. We'll see if he can give a response. A bit of a lock-up from Haymaker, but I think Eyeball was just a bit too far back to show anything. Oh, a little mistake there from Haymaker. That's allowed Eyeball to go for a massive send. He was miles back. He had no reason to go for a send like that, but he's done it, and he's looking to go up the inside of turn 1. Does Haymaker do the crisscross? It looks like he's going to try and do that. They both go out wide onto the grass. And Haymaker, he's all over the rear end. He's going to sit in the slipstream and get him moved on into turn 2, I'd imagine, as they make their way up the mountain for the 61st time. Here we go, Haymaker. He sends it up the inside into turn 2. Does Eyeball convert it to a crisscross? No, he doesn't. He's going to sit in behind as they go up to the cutting. We've seen so many crashes here happen this afternoon, but he's gone for a move, and a little bit of contact was made there, but not enough to bring out a safety car. That would have been absolutely splendid for Vando. Oh, and there's a little bit more contact there. There's Haymaker slow, and there's more contact, and there's 2 cars in the fence. And that's gonna bring out the safety car once again. So there we go. It was just bound to happen. They'll what's going on here? I don't think Eyeball's done with them. I think he's gonna have a word. And you can tell, I think Haymaker's got a bit of damage after that incident. It was bound to happen. It was getting very, very nasty between the two of them, and yeah, as you can see there, lots of damage. Lots of damage there for the Castrol car, and it looks like Eyeball might even help him a little bit. Has now brought out the safety car once again, and that's given these two guys an opportunity to get a fresh set of tyres on. Oh, it was close there. As Apex, he's giving him a good push out the pits. In fact, almost drifting out. Yeah, well, that was a bit close. And this will be good for Vando because he's able to get his lap back. He went down. If I can go off, just gotta find it somewhere now. There goes through Vando. I want the safety car restarts on my phone here because I was just a bit sure. The Dunlop bridge is what we're using as our anywhere between that and the control line is when they're able to go. Man, what a race it's been. It's for a small grid, it's been pretty action-packed, to be honest with you. We wait for the rest of the boys to catch up to these two, and Apex continuing to play mind games as we get closer to the dying stages of this race. And I think they're all nearly here, unless we do another lap under safety car, which I think is what's going to happen. As you can see there, Bando is still coming through to the S's. And some of these guys are going to be looking to save a bit of fuel. Hopefully make that stop they did before the last stop for this one. And while this is all happening, once again, I'm going to quickly go for a quick snack break, but don't go anywhere. Back in a second. I'm back. And some of the all businesses. Got myself a salted caramel popcorn. Go wrong with it. Here we go. Safety car wants him out. Drivers are looking to get every bit of real estate they can. As you can see with Haymaker and Bando. Now when does Vivid go? When do we go back under green flags? Now. They've all gotten off pretty well. Back Vivid's actually had a pretty good restart. Little cushion to Apex he's built. And Eyeball's going to start applying some pressure to Apex. What can he do? By the restart, Vivid had Apex has already found his way onto his rear end. And here we go, does Apex make a move? He's been teasing it for the past several laps now, but this is when he gets it done. No, still sits in behind. I just have the feeling Apex is waiting for the final lap, but do you really want to leave it that late? Apex has got a lot of pace. But why not? Get past and go for it. Done it. Oh, I thought it was a big send for Vivid there, but he's pulled it off. Oh, here comes Apex. He sneaks his nose in. Is he up far enough to get a move done? No, he's not. Liverpool still prevails in first position. How much more longer? What a performance these two are putting on. They've absolutely gapped the field once again. A 4-second gap already has been built out. And Viverball's made a mistake. He's on the grass. Is this a chance for Apex to get it done? He still decides not to. Waiting for the right time. You can just tell how much they're pushing by the body language of the car. Mistakes. Very little mistakes that they're making that's costing them that extra tenth on the other. And here comes Apex. He looks around the outside at the chase. Does he stick with it? No. Slips back in behind. Vivid looking to cover the centre. And he's actually done well there because he's now built himself a little bit of a cushion. The NWR Apex. Using so much of the track as they possibly can. Millimeters. Not even a 2B pencil's fitting in between them and the wall. Not even a 2B pencil's gonna fit in between these two. What a clash we're seeing. Good old classic battle at the mountain. This tough track. It brings out the best of you. As they begin to descend towards the end, Viverball, he's currently got one hand on the trophy. He's got another 10 laps or so to just complete it. Oh, there's a little bit of contact there between the two, but he pulled out Apex, he realised. And he slips back in between once again. It's starting to get a little gnarly now, as Apex is starting to lose a bit of patience. He's looking to try and get a move done. He realises how quickly his laps are going. Red Bull versus a wildcard debut. Wildcard entry debut, sorry I should say. NWR Apex, and what a debut it's been. It will definitely have caught some of the eyes of some of the actual teams. They'll maybe looking to get his signature. Their paper. Oh, a bit squirmy there for Viverball. And here comes Apex. Does he finally get a move done? He's been teasing it for the past 30 odd laps, I'd say. But it looks like he's still going to sit back and just keep applying the pressure until Vivid makes a really, really big mistake. No, he's not. He's going to try and get it done here. He's pushing for it now. As they go too hard down Conrod. He's going to try and get it done around the outside of Vivid. He slips back in behind him. Can he get it done in the corner? Into the last few corners. No, it looks like Vivid's just going to hold on again for another lap as we enter lap 69, which is fantastic. As the sun continues to set here at Mount Panorama, it sets the scene for this awesome duel. We've got to be crowned as the first ever Bathurst 500 championship for the Virtual Aussie Motorsports Supercar Series. Vivid Ball is looking to try and win this championship and potentially lead it after today's race if he can finish where he is, and this will be an awesome way to kickstart his second half of the season and might even go on to win this thing. All things depending, and just as I've said that, he's made contact with the wall, but Apex still sits in behind him. Wow. After this will help Triple Eight in the team standings as they'll look to increase their current lead. But he's got to deal with the young wildcard entry of NWI Apex, who is showing blistering speeds, but just can't seem to get a move done around this difficult track. Who will prevail? As we are officially about to enter the last 10 laps, or thereabouts, of this motor race, and it looks like Haymaker, he's dropped down to 5th, so something must have happened to him there. I've just missed. And here comes Apex, it still slips in behind. With all this battling, well actually, they've actually built a 7-second gap. The rest of the pack, they've just been going ham for the past 20 odd laps. I reckon Apex, he's saving up his charge for the last lap. He's going to build up these 10 laps to keep applying the pressure and keep going for these fake moves. Yeah, I've been removed from a party, but that's alright. I don't think we need the map because there's not too much else going on. We'll give these guys the full screen. Into turn 2. Using up as much as the track as possible, as they possibly can. You can't fit anything in between the room, between them and the wall. Fans are starting to get a bit rowdy now. They realise we're coming to the dying stages. They want to see this rookie win on debut. The Triple Eight, the passionate Triple Eight fans, they'll be looking to add another 1,000 to the collection, or 500. Well, first of many in the Virtual Aussie Motorsports Supercar Series. First of many Bathurst 500 trophies, and a massive mistake, but he's held on to a while Vivid. And Apex still sitting back. Doesn't take the opportunity there. Is he going to set himself up for the straight? Does Apex finally get a move done? He sits up alongside him. Looks for a crisscross. Even potentially get a good run down here. And it looks like he might have just done that. He sits all over the rear end of Liverpool Triple Eight. There's nothing separating them. So they go down Conrod. Into the last few corners of the hotel section. Ladies and gentlemen, you're getting your bang for your buck. And on to lap 71. The Mac back up just to make sure everyone's going fine as the gap even extends to third place. Now 8.4 seconds and rising. These two, their set times are incredible. Just incredible for the conditions they're in. Oh, bit of contact there. Sorry about that, I was just received a message. Bit of contact there, but it looks like either a redress or something else. And Ashley, oh no. No, vivid ball. He's got damage. And he finds himself in the wall. He's got massive damage. That's so unfortunate. Oh no, we were so close to the end of the race. It looks like he might have picked up damage from that contact he had in the cutting. That now promotes Idebor to second and NWR Apex back into the lead, in which is inevitable for him to win now. So unfortunate there, and he's going to have to make another pit stop, and he will lose out to the likes of Vando. Now, how awesome would this be for Vando for him to finish on the podium of this Bathurst 500? Here goes Vivid into the pits. So unfortunate for him, but your current race leader, NWR Apex, he doesn't have much to do now except just drive it. Do what he can, secure first place. And also just pray that a safety car, a late safety car, does not come out. Vivid might even get jumped by Haymaker here. Lost out so much time. He's now moving. We'll see where Haymaker is. He's coming down the front straight now, but I don't think he's going to catch him. So Vivid's going to come out in fourth after what was a really awesome run from him. But Vecho Bando, he'll be happy. He finds himself on the top three. This will be a mega result from him. We know he's got the potential to produce something like this together. Is this the day he finally gets something done? A podium, this will help his own championship now. Seemed like we were in line for a classic Mount Panorama duel. Fortunately, just a little mistake and this track will bite you hard. Very unforgiving. Oh, right there, sideways for Vando in the Premier Coca-Cola Commodore. Go through the grid, NWR Apex. And what a race he's had. He's a bit up and down, but for the most part he's looked quite in control of his vehicle and quite in control of his strategy. He's kept his cool and he's been rewarded. He's now got a decent gap in the lead of this race with not long left. Idebor, quite surprising considering everything that's happened to him this afternoon. He's currently sitting in second place. And I think I might have just been disconnected. Alright, I'll be back with you in a second. We are back. Oh boy, he's making, I believe, would be his last stop of the race. One day if he gets jumped by anyone. Or we have another safety car. So we've actually got another safety car, a late safety car. Wow. How about that for drama? In the dying stages. Now it looks like something happened here between Vivid and Bando. I think there's a... Oh. Nice. Never mind. Unfortunately for Vivid, his day's gone from bad to worse, but NWR Apex, he's looking on track. I know. NWR is in the pit, so I wonder if we do have a safety car. This is interesting. We do indeed have a safety car. Wow. Late drama here. Lap 75 of 81. So now Eyeball is all that stands in NWR Apex's way. The Bathurst 500 win. Eyeball, he made the smart decision of pitting a lap early. He's been rewarded for that. Who is going to win this? There's probably, honestly now, the safety car, anyone could. We know Haymaker, when there's an opportunity, he'll take it. We also don't eyeball. There's an opportunity, he'll fumble. We go. Safety car lights out. 76. The 76 lap was what it will be when we cross the line. Just few laps remain. Any one of these fellas could win this. It's a matter of how well they defend, how long they're going to last, and whether or not they keep the mistakes to a minimum. Eyeball now shares one hand on the trophy once again. It's a matter of whether you get there to the end without Apex spoiling the party, without Haymaker spoiling the party. We're back under green flag in the dying stages of the Bathurst 500. And Eyeball's had a pretty decent restart there, but he'll be praying that Haymaker just apply any sorts of pressure. Apex, as we can see, Eyeball there, he goes immediately to the defensive line. But he's made the mistake, and that's allowed movable. They're going to go too wide at the cutting again. This didn't work out last time, and it nearly hasn't worked out there. But Vivid thought the better of it, and he backs out of the challenge. Does that take them out of the contention to win this race? Because Eyeball, NWR, they're going to run away with it. We'll have the map on the bottom left. But these two are the ones to watch. This is where it happens. Duel. The classic Mount Panorama duel. Everyone thrusts for. It's here. And then WR Apex, he sends it up the inside. Is that potentially the one move that wins him the race? He caught Eyeball off guard, but Eyeball's not going to let him settle for first just quite yet. As they go down Conrod, anything could happen here. Eyeball's got nothing to lose. But he swiftly backs out of the challenge. And surely that's going to allow Apex to run away with it. Does Eyeball go for a send here? It's a pretty good run there for Eyeball. He's not letting Apex get out of his sights. I think Apex, he's pretty comfy now. Got to get in a groove, and he'll be right. And a bit of a mistake there for Eyeball. I think regardless, Eyeball can be happy with second place here. You watch this little pack for the last step on the podium. Oh, right out to the wall, and a bit squirmy on exit for the pair of them. They both run wide on the grass, and there's a little bit of contact there, but Ball gets past him, and he sets himself into P3 of this race. Oh, but he's a bit wide, and HI and Vando could be potentially taken. P3. And then WR Apex, he's just running away with it now. Lap 77 of 81. Is there a possibility of another safety car? Or a possibility of a mistake from either one? We will be looking at his rearview mirror begging Haymaker and Vando to just duke it out. Go punch for punch. So he can press on, potentially get second place. I don't know if first is going to be possible. We've got a bit of a battle brewing for third. I think first has been well and truly decided, first and second. And whilst it's not the duel for first, there's definitely still a duel about to kick off here. A duel against a wonderful racetrack, a challenging racetrack that not only puts you but the car to its limits. How much can it take? And how much can you give? That's what it asks you. Deliver. And in all honesty, the drivers that do remain are the ones that have delivered. Except a few exceptions, of course. Looks like Vivid, he actually had a good run down the mountain. He might have just settled himself for a third place. 3 hours, 20 minutes this has been going on for. Our longest race of the year. Some of our weekends don't even go for that long. Near the end, again, lap 79. What is a wonderful, what has been a fantastic race. It's been full of ups and downs. I could not tell you who was going to win this race from the start. I would have probably picked Apex, but not in the manner in which he's done it. He's been through absolute hell, and he would have definitely caught a few eyes this weekend. Some of the teams might be looking to pick up his signature for their paperwork. He's just nailing every apex that comes up to him. Every brake mark he nails. You can see that he uses up as much of the wall as he can. Oh. What a story this is. He's a wildcard entry. He's not even a A proper main game driver. He's on track to pick up the most important win of the season. The big one. Second last lap. And the sun is setting. The fans, they're starting to get a little excited. Seeing the rookie win on debut. And it seems like the boys have all settled down into their position, so this looks like how the race is going to end. Keep the map on for this last little bit, just to be sure. With the ball, he's going to find himself third spot, Aymaker in fourth, and Bando in fifth. That's your top three in the championship, and they've all found themselves the rear end of the grid, which I don't think they would all be happy about. But here comes NWR Apex around the final corner to start his final lap of the race. Just 3 hours and roughly 30 minutes later, we've made it. Here we go. The last lap, no more safety cars. All he has to do is just bring it home. And what a drive today. He's been just in complete control. I feel like he's just been absolutely comfortable as well with his strategy, and he's just been absolutely confident in the car and his own ability to pull off a strategy that worked and just be cool, calm and collective. Not make any stupid moves that puts the car or his race in danger. And it's exactly what he's done here. He's lost a little bit of time to highball, but I think it's going to matter too much in the end. Coming out of the elbow for the last time, down to Conrad. He makes his final approach, his final few changes in the roll bars and the brake bias. He's braking really early there just to be sure. He doesn't want to throw it away. He's got a big enough gap to just do whatever he pleases as he comes up to the final corner. And he's going to round out the Bathurst 500. He is the first Bathurst 500 winner for Virtual Aussie Motorsports in the Supercar series. And he's a wild card. Oddball gets second place. Ball in third after what has been a very up and down weekend for him, as well as Haymaker. That'll harm his championship a little bit. And unfortunately for Vando there, he couldn't convert what was seeming like an awesome run towards the podium. He's going to come and finish in fifth. Oh my god, my voice is gone. But there it is, there's your results. Apex is your first Bathurst 500 winner for the Virtual Aussie Motorsports Supercar Series. Ideball sitting in second, Vividball third, Haymaker fourth, and Bando in fifth. What a weekend it's been, and what a race it was. Had its moments, but man, when we were able to battle, we battled, and it was good. It was awesome to watch. I'm lost for words. Just see, yeah, put that one up. Oh, no, we. Oh. I just need a moment to look at myself here. Oh. My phone in case I got any messages, not. I will try and little surprise here was just hang on.
This fucking spastic.
We did have a trackside plan, but I think don't know what's going on there, so I am gonna end it here. Been an awesome weekend, awesome day of racing. If you enjoyed, be sure to sign up if you're interested. We've got plenty of spots open. Or be sure to tune in for our next round, October 21st, 22nd. We will be heading off to the GC for the Gold Coast Super Sprint. Wish to see you all there. Have a lovely day.